This guy, Andrew Tate, he's like the king of being a dude, the big boss of starting businesses, the top dog of, well, you get the idea. Andrew Tate has carved out a niche for himself in the world of entrepreneurship and self-help, becoming a figure that many look up to and some even idolize. His journey from a kickboxing champion to a successful businessman is nothing short of remarkable. He's not just a man with a plan, he's a man with a vision, and he's executed it flawlessly. His confidence and charisma have made him a standout figure in the business world, and his ability to inspire others is undeniable. Whether he's leading a business meeting or celebrating his latest success, Tate exudes an aura of confidence that is hard to ignore. Love him, hate him, or pretend you understand his weird tweets, this guy knows how to get people talking. His social media presence is a whirlwind of motivational quotes, controversial opinions, and glimpses into his luxurious lifestyle. People can't help but be drawn to his posts, whether they're agreeing with him, arguing against him, or just trying to figure out what he's going to say next. His ability to stir up conversation and keep himself in the public eye is a testament to his understanding of modern media. He knows exactly how to push the right buttons to get people engaged, and he does it with a flair that few can match.
People don't just like me, they think I'm the best thing since sliced bread. And it's not just about the money or the success, it's about the way I make them feel. I give them hope. I give them a vision of what they can achieve if they just put their minds to it. When I speak, people listen. They see a part of themselves in me, and that connection is powerful. It's not just admiration. It's a belief that they too can rise above their circumstances and achieve greatness. And that's what keeps them coming back, that's what keeps them cheering, that's what keeps them believing in the message I bring. Or maybe the best thing since Romanian dirt, because that's where I'm stuck right now, under house arrest. But even in this situation, I find a way to turn it into a lesson, a story, a part of my journey. It's not about where you are, it's about where you're going. And I know that this is just a temporary setback. My story doesn't end here, it's just another chapter in the book of my life. Even in confinement, I continue to inspire, to teach, to lead, because that's what true leaders do. They find a way to turn every situation into an opportunity for growth and learning.
His fans, they think he's super smart, a self-made millionaire who doesn't follow the rules. They see him as a maverick, someone who has defied the odds and created his own path to success. His story resonates with those who feel trapped by the conventional paths laid out for them. They see in him a beacon of hope, a symbol of what can be achieved with determination and a bit of audacity. His speeches are filled with wisdom and practical advice, and his confidence is infectious. He makes them believe that they too can break free from the norm and carve out their own destiny. Except sometimes you got to follow the rules, like, paying your taxes. It's a reminder that no matter how successful you are, there are certain responsibilities that you can't ignore. It's a reality check that even the most successful people have to deal with the mundane aspects of life. But it's also a lesson in accountability and integrity. Success isn't just about making money, it's about doing things the right way, even when it's inconvenient. And that's a part of the message that often gets overlooked in the glamour and glitz of his public persona.
All hail King Tate, the man, the myth, the legend. His journey is far from over, and his influence continues to grow. Whether you love him or hate him, there's no denying that Andrew Tate has made a significant impact on the world. His story is one of resilience, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of success. And as his fans cheer him on, they too are inspired to chase their dreams, to push their limits, and to believe in the possibility of greatness. All hail King Tate indeed.
Tate's message is pretty simple: work hard, get rich, and hang out with pretty ladies. He thinks they should depend on you for money. But that's a whole other story.
He's built a huge business on this stuff, selling online classes, messing with weird internet money, and basically telling young guys they can be rich and kinda sorta successful like him.
It's a real show, isn't it? You can't talk about Andrew Tate without talking about his trip to Romania.
Turns out, fancy drinks on a yacht get boring, and nothing says manly man like a country where the laws about human trafficking aren't so strict. Allegedly, of course. Allegedly.
We don't know all the facts yet, but one thing's for sure: Tate's Romanian adventure is either a huge mistake or a really messed up comedy. Social media. It's the modern day Colosseum where everyone has a voice, and Anyone can become a star overnight, but with great power comes great responsibility. Or so they say. For some, it's a platform to share their lives, their thoughts and their passions. For others, it's a battleground, a place to assert dominance and influence. And then there's Andrew Tate. That's where Tate got famous, talking about how great he is and not so great things about women. His controversial opinions and brash personality quickly garnered attention. He knew exactly how to play the game, using shock value to amass followers and create a brand that thrived on controversy. Love him or hate him, you couldn't ignore him. His presence was everywhere, from YouTube to Instagram and even TikTok. He became a polarizing figure, a symbol of modern masculinity for some, and a misogynist villain for others.
It's also where he got kicked off pretty much everywhere. His content was deemed too toxic, too inflammatory. Social media platforms started banning him one by one. First it was Twitter, then Instagram, and eventually, even YouTube. The digital world tried to silence him to erase his presence, but Tate was not one to go down without a fight. He saw the bans as a challenge, a new game to master, but he's like one of those monsters you cut off one head and two more grow back. Every time a platform banned him, he found a way to come back. New accounts, new strategies, new platforms. It was like watching a digital hydra in action. The more they tried to silence him, the louder he became. His followers, loyal and fervent, followed him wherever he went, amplifying his voice even more.
Or in Tate's case, he makes new accounts faster than they can shut them down. It's a relentless cycle: ban, create, post, repeat. He became a master of evasion, always one step ahead of the algorithms and the moderators. It wasn't just about staying online, it was about proving a point that no matter how hard they tried, they couldn't silence him. He was a digital ghost, haunting the very platforms that tried to exorcise him. It's like a game of cat and mouse. Except the cat loves posting shirtless pictures, and the mouse is every social media company's lawyers. The legal battles, the constant monitoring, the endless cycle of bans and reappearances. It was exhausting for the platforms. But for Tate, it was just another day in the life. He thrived on the chaos, using it to fuel his brand and keep his name in the headlines.
He's like an online ghost, isn't he? Always there, even when you think he's gone. His presence lingers, his influence spreads. You can't see him, but you can feel him. Every controversial post, every viral video, every heated debate. He's there, in the background, pulling the strings, stirring the pot. It's almost like he's become a part of the digital fabric, an indelible mark on the landscape of social media.
You got that right. Andrew Tate is more than just a person, he's a phenomenon. A testament to the power of social media and the resilience of the human spirit. Love him or hate him, you can't deny his impact. He's the digital ghost of Top G, and he's here to stay. Part 5, follow the money. Where did all that money go?
Meet Jay, the mystery woman involved in Tate's latest money trouble.
Who is she?
His girlfriend,
His business buddy?
something he made up to take the blame.
Nobody knows, but we do know that tons of money supposedly went through her bank accounts, money that should have gone to taxes.
Oops.
Now, most people think getting caught not paying taxes is bad.
Not Tate's fans.
They think it's awesome, like he's playing some super smart game while we're playing checkers with a little kid.
He's so smart, he outsmarted the rules.
They say, forgetting that those rules pay for things like roads, schools, and, the courts that are investigating him. And don't forget Tristan, Andrew's equally strange brother, who's totally on board with whatever Andrew does.
Together, they've turned their court appearances into a weird kind of show.
They say mysterious stuff, blame everyone else, and act so cocky it makes everyone in the courtroom surprised.
Even with all the drama and legal trouble, Tate's fans still love him.
They think he's a victim, a hero, a super smart guy who's being picked on by the system.
It's amazing and kind of scary how loyal they are. It shows how powerful being charming can be, how people want easy answers, and how people can trick themselves into believing things. So, what's the deal with Andrew Tate? Is he a criminal mastermind? A misunderstood genius? A guy who thinks he's way better than he is? Or perhaps he's a bit of all three? Andrew Tate, a name that has become synonymous with controversy, has managed to carve out a niche for himself in the world of social media and beyond. His brash personality and unapologetic demeanor have earned him both ardent followers and vehement critics. But what is it about this man that has people so divided?
Honestly, who knows? Maybe he's all of those things. Some see him as a modern-day philosopher, a man who speaks uncomfortable truths in a world full of lies. Others view him as nothing more than a charlatan, a man who preys on the gullible to line his own pockets. The truth, as always, is likely somewhere in between. Tate's rise to fame is a testament to the power of social media and the allure of a rebellious persona. He has mastered the art of self-promotion, turning every controversy into an opportunity to gain more followers.
Or maybe, just maybe, he's just a guy who figured out how to cheat the system, take advantage of people, and get super rich doing it. In a world where wealth and success are often seen as the ultimate goals, Tate's methods, however unscrupulous, have proven effective. He has tapped into a deep-seated desire for success and recognition, offering a blueprint for achieving these goals, albeit one that many would find morally questionable. His critics argue that he exploits his followers, selling them a dream that is ultimately unattainable for most.
And if his fans want to keep worshipping him, well, that's their choice. In the end, everyone is responsible for their own decisions. Tate's followers see him as a beacon of hope, a man who has defied the odds and achieved greatness. They hang on his every word, eager to emulate his success. For them, Tate is more than just a social media personality. He is a symbol of what is possible if one is willing to take risks and defy convention. Whether this adulation is deserved is a matter of personal opinion.
In the world of Tate, logic and reason aren't very popular. His approach is often more about gut feeling and instinct than careful planning and analysis. This has led to a style that is unpredictable and at times chaotic. But for his followers, this unpredictability is part of the appeal. They see it as a sign of authenticity, a break from the carefully curated personas that dominate social media. Tate's willingness to speak his mind regardless of the consequences is seen as a refreshing change in a world where so many are afraid to speak out.
And who knows, maybe Jay is looking for new followers. In the ever-evolving landscape of social media, there is always room for new voices, new leaders. Perhaps Jay is the next in line, ready to take up the mantle and lead a new generation of followers. Or maybe Jay is just another figment of the imagination, a symbol of the endless cycle of rise and fall that characterizes the world of online fame. Only time will tell.
Chuckles. Yeah, who knows? In the end, the story of Andrew Tate and the potential rise of Jay is a reflection of our times. It speaks to the power of personality, the allure of success, and the lengths to which people will go to achieve their dreams. Whether you see Tate as a hero or a villain, there is no denying his impact. And as for Jay, well, we'll just have to wait and see what the future holds.